Hi, this is Doug from Pivogo, being joined by Lorena today. He's on our March S2DS Virtual program. How you doing, Lorena?
Hello, Doug. I'm all right.
Fantastic, great stuff. It'd be really great to start and kick off about hearing about your background and why you chose the virtual program.
Mm-hmm. So I recently finished a PhD in biomedical science here in London, and during my PhD, basically, I was very keen in learning programming to analyze my own data and exploring the visualization aspect of it. And I like it so much that I wanted to dig deeper into it. And while I have been learning a lot on my own or online and attending to meetups, I was very keen to actually have a long time to practice further and ideally with others. And that's why I decided to apply for the S2DS program. Basically, it was a very good excuse to devote a significant amount of time to learning data science.
That's brilliant. Always good to have a good excuse, isn't it? So you're saying you wanted to kind of dig in and learn a bit more. Is there anything, so you're on week 2 now, is there anything kind of last week you're like, that was really useful that I learned?
Yeah, so I do have quite a lot of experience in data visualization, but not so much hands-on machine learning. And it does seem that for a project, we will apply some kind of machine learning approach. And we realized midway through last week that for this kind of approaches, normalizing the data set is quite important to make sure that among the hundreds of variables you are considering, all of them are more or less within the same range. And that's something that I think can affect the conclusions quite a lot. And we figure it out mostly by learning with each, but talking to each other. And that's indeed common practice. So that seemed like a highlight of something to always have in mind.
Yeah, that's great. And you're saying you kind of came to that conclusion through the team talking together. Obviously, everyone's virtual. Have there been any big benefits of that you've seen, and any big negatives of that you've seen?
Of the virtual aspect of it. So, I mean, given the current situation, I don't see any negative aspects. But aside of that, I'm not really. Like, I think we are actually spending a significant amount of time in meetings and talking to each other. I think the communication is quite good, also because we are always communicating through a computer. We can record like whatever points we have highlighted during a meeting, and we also send it each other in like Google Docs and other platforms we are using for basically remembering everything we talk about. And as I said, the day is quite full with meetings, but in the end, I don't feel detached or not up to date with what others are doing.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's great. And is there a part of the project that's kind of coming up that you're really looking forward to getting stuck into?
So I am really looking to actually having a bit more time to code, because last week was mostly talking about what's the big questions, what the client wants, how we have to communicate with the clients. And now I think we are in a point where we have already done a bit of troubleshooting, and we can ideally by the end of this week have already the maybe first definite insights. And I am really keen into finding new things from the data set.
That's amazing. Yeah, great. I bet that's really really exciting, getting stuck in properly.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for kind of taking the time to do this. Really appreciate it. And I'd love to check in next week as well, and see how you're getting on, and see if you still think the whole virtual aspect is good, and see what challenges you're facing. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Sure.
Okay, great. Thanks very much.
Very
and
nice.
I'll catch up with you next week.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.